says Maine Chicken Biscuit, the old pawn shop. And then there's a Cranford barbecue joint. Hello everybody, today's barbecue adventure, my journey to try the best barbecue in North Carolina, brings me to Cranford. Is it Cranford and Sons or Cranford Brothers? What's going on here? Cranford Brothers Barbecue. Yes. I actually don't know much about this place. They got barbecue to go and a brewery, but I've heard about it, so I want to try it out. It smells pretty good out here. Oh, look at that. They got some outdoor seating. Look, it says City Walk and welcome to Hickory, North Carolina. I've tried some barbecue in Hickory, North Carolina. Used Q. I need to go back there and do a longer video. And then I've also, look, they got the railroad crossing right there. And I've also tried the new location, but it's like a franchise. I hosted it, Jim and Nick's. But I got brisket. They got some outdoor seating, pretty nice here. I like the side on the brick building right here. I don't know what that chick thing was that we seen. Hickory Crossings. I can't see. It's very sunny, but we're gonna try Cranford Brothers Barbecue, and they got City Walk Brewing. Flying and Meat, Hickory, North Carolina, 2023. I like the hat. The crawdads. The schedule's out. Take a picture of that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Daily specials. Nice. I like that. There's that menu. Somebody said it used to be a pawn shop. I don't know. I like it. It makes for a good barbecue place. I'm liking the look and the shirts already. I like how, look, you got this gold sauce. That's the mustard base. Don't really like that. That is really vinegary. The Eastern one. That is straight up vinegar base. Citrus and apple. Wow. Let's see what else we got. Firehouse sauce. There's that tomato sauce. The Western, the sweet tomato there. There you go. We got the Volunteer. Embracing traditions passed down. I'm not reinventing them. That's cool. Oh, it's a spicy chihuahua. That Cranford barbecue sounds pretty cool. I like it. Try to get a picture. You might be videoing it.
I'm doing both.
Oh, okay. She's doing both. All right. Well, anyways, it's a very cool sign. I like the sliced, the chopped order. Look at all that right over there. Pan over there. That's pretty cool. Look at all you got everything. It's pretty big in here, actually. I like it. All right, so we got the North Carolina. The light's kind of gleaming, and we got the American flag. It looks like Texas. So I like some North Carolina barbecue, but they might have some Texas style brisket. I don't know. But I like all the wood right there sitting there. That's pretty cool. I don't know, deviled eggs, pork skins, cheesy rolls, Bubba fries, catfish nuggets, that with Bama sauce, make them Nashville hot. That actually all sounds really good. And then I like how the cup says Cranford and Brothers on it. Simple but elegant. I like that. I don't think I've ever seen this at a barbecue place. It says you can get it with or without alcohol, and you can get a Cheerwine slushie or a Cheerwine with City Walk bourbon for $12. Oh my goodness. I've got one at the Hurricanes game on, which I'm wearing the Hurricanes sweater right now, but I've never, and I had it at the Cheerwine Festival, check out that video, but I never had one at a barbecue place. I've had Cheerwine at a barbecue place. That really makes it barbecue-y. Can I say that? Barbecue plus more. Have I had no, I've had Cheerwine barbecue sauce, but I've never had a Cheerwine. Okay, I'm getting that. Oh my goodness. So it says they have waffled spuds, a country spud and a city spud. And then they have smash burger, they have an angry bird, and then ranchero, a Lone Star, a fat boy. Oh my goodness. Look, they got Sweet Caroline, they have a Don't Mess with Texas, there's their sides, hash brown casserole, oh my goodness, beef brisket, everything sounds good. That's not good. Look, you got a cow, a pig's on top, and a chicken's on top. That's like all my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. The cow, the chicken, the cow, the pig. Like that. 2 smoked brisket blend patties. I've never had that. Grilled onions, cheese, pickles, burger sauce, and you can make it Cranford style with pork for $3 and pepper jelly. They have too much I want to try. I think the waffle spuds is like kind of like Carolina Smoke if I released that video on our series, where you get a potato and you can top it with barbecue and stuff like that. The difference about this place is it's all a la carte. So you don't get like a meal, you can just build, and so you pay for the meat, and then you get a side, or you can do a platter. So if you're all getting brisket or pork or chicken, then you can all pay $89, right? Or $49 or $59, depending on what you're getting. Here's the specials. Big Texas wet burrito. You get brisket, red meat, cheddar fries, char beans. Oh my goodness. That's 12. That's not bad. That actually sounds good.
A little bit of everything.
Monday's a pulled pork plate for 2 sides for $12. That's when we need to come on a Monday. Look, weekday lunch. I guess they have that too. A pulled pork sandwich with 1 side for $9. That would be any day, right?
Yeah.
Must be the desserts. So, Amoroso roll, the Lone Star comes on that. We like those when we're talking about the Phillies and stuff like that, the cheesesteaks. And it's got burnt ends on it. Oh man. And tobacco, onions, the Martin's cheesy rolls. That look good, don't it?
Yeah.
I like the on the silverware it says Cranford Hospitality. I ain't had one of these since, well, I've had pork rinds. We had them at wherever we went, a lot of the different barbecue places. Skylight Inn, we had some. And Aiden.
Skylight.
There's the ranch, but these are popping. They're crackling. Pork rinds. Let's see here. Like popcorn. It's pork rinds are popping. That's a big stack of them with that rolls. Let's try it. He's gonna tumble down. All right, let's try this one on top. You hear him? It's popping. It's like pop rock. They're not hard. And I never thought to dip, you hear them? I never thought to dip pork rinds in ranch, but it tastes pretty good. That was a big pop, wasn't it? It's like a gunshot. That pork rind popped like a gunshot, like a firecracker. How do you eat this right here? Cheesy roll? I don't even know. Let me just try a top of it. It's like I'm at a pizza restaurant, actually. Don't feel like a barbecue. It's pretty good. It's inside too, it's not just on top like a glaze. Wow. And to rinse her down, a cheerwine slushy. Hopefully it ain't, hopefully it's the virgin one. I don't want to be, I'm crazy already. I don't need none of that. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Wow. I love a cheerwine slushy. Look at that. Cranford Brothers Barbecue. I do want to do a sweet tea taste test. That's a good sweet tea. That's a good sweet tea right there. With some pork rinds. I love it. So here's the crawdad schedule. It's right near the stadium. We actually just went there and got some tickets. I'm going to go to the Hickory goat cart night. And because Hickory and racing, and North Carolina's famous and that, and they got all kinds of giveaways. The Spartanburger, we're gonna go to that. The exhibition, that'll be fun. Seeing the Spartanburgers. That's a new Texas Ranger affiliate, in South Carolina. So that's we'll go to one of those games too. But I'll have to show the hat I got of the Hickory go-karts in the car when we do the ending of this video. But man, this food's pretty good. I'm excited to see what I got. What is that?
A wet burrito.
Texas what? Or is it just wet
Big
Texas?
Texas wet burrito.
Oh wow, looks pretty good. Alright, look, you get a pickle. I love pickles. I don't love pickles. Okay. It's not sour. It's like a spicy, sweet pickle. That broke my heart. Yeah. That's horrible. That broke my heart. That really made me sad. Alright. Look at, what is this? That is your burnt ends. Sorry, I'm trying to get a grip on life right now. The Amoroso roll. Let me move this. Okay. I want to just try this burn in right here on the Amaretto roll. It's pretty good, cheesy in the burn-ins. Toasted Amoroso. Pretty good complimentary taste to it. Let me get a grip here. We'll pause this video, we'll be right back. Try the pork just by itself. It looks like it's pulled, not chopped. Already has like an Eastern vinegar like taste to it a little bit on it, so pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Eastern vinegar in and try it. Maybe. I think that's the same sauce that's on it. I don't like this. I don't know why I always do it. It's that mustard. I'm just gonna use a pork rind actually to taste this. It's not bad. It's just that same mustard. Here's what I'm curious about. Firehouse. It's spicy. Try this Smokehouse Firehouse barbecue. Wow. It tastes like something I've had before. Not barbecue sauce either. Something tastes good. I don't know if I've had it on a wing before. Like that kind of taste. Right now, the Western. Salute to the Western, North Carolina. All right. I'm really curious about this. All right. We've been using pork with the rest, so let's just. So it's sweet. So I like the Eastern one. The Firehouse is pretty good, spicy, not too spicy, and then that Western, very sweet but pretty good. Try this brisket. Almost has like a candied applewood type flavor to it. I actually like the brisket. I don't know if I like it more than the pork, but I don't know, I might. It's very close. This looks like banana pudding, like with crumbles on it. It's a hash brown casserole. Hash brown casserole. Maybe I should have got mac and cheese. I don't know. It tastes like mashed potatoes with like crumbled stuff on it. I don't know. It's not bad, but I'm not really much on the hash brown casserole. I like some, but these got steak fries. I like the steak fries. That's pretty good. The ranch is really good. That's pretty good barbecue and brisket. I like it. Parmesan almost. Is that Parmesan cheese on top of this burrito? I don't know. I'm messing up this whole burrito. Look at the insides. They got the beans, the charro beans and all that. Alright, we're gonna try it. Maybe. I think I got. That's actually pretty good. Wow. I don't know. I like that Texas wet burrito. I like the brisket. The burnt ends. I don't know if I would want to eat it because I don't like bread as much. I think I would just want the burnt ends and those caramelized onions on the side. That would be really good. But yeah, pretty good. Only thing I would say that I did not like was the pickle because it was sweet, and I don't want sweet pickles. I want sour pickles. I think I'm getting hash brown casserole all over my sweater. But I like that barbecue and that pork pretty good, and those pork rinds, man, and ranch, and the sweet tea and cheer one. Man, it's pretty good. The cheer wine slush. Themed Cranford Brothers, you know, with the sleeve and everything. That was pretty good, actually. Look at that. Yeah, look at that burn ends. Mom loves the burn ends. And then look at that pork and that brisket. Man, I like that brisket a lot, actually. I don't really usually eat those red, pickled onions. I don't usually eat them. Hash brown casseroles are alright, but I like the fries, I think, better. And probably would have tried that queso mac and cheese just because it says queso. You know? Queso mac and cheese that's got looks like Mom said paprika. I was like, what if it's Cheeto dust? You know, there is some Cheeto mac and cheese. Somebody had that. I don't know if it's KFC or somebody. It's pretty good. I don't know if I ever tried it or maybe it was a long time ago. Oh, look at that burn in. We love some burn ins. We had them at the smoke pit in that video. You go watch it. There's is that? That's good. I still like that. And it's the Carolina. Look over there, that's where the cheer wine way. You can't see it, the sun, that's the slushy. And then it looks like almost like a barn door. It goes to more seating over there. Must be private party seating, you know? Close the barn door, slide it open. Bench seats right here, they're pretty cool. The Firehouse sauce. Not only is Firehouse a good band, this is like the best sauce here, I think. The Eastern vinegar probably, I would pull that for the pork. Pull it. But that, like brisket, burning and all that other, like, you gotta go with that Firehouse sauce. It's great. So we usually have banana pudding at barbecue places, but this is the banana pudding pie. Have you ever heard of a banana pudding pie?
I don't think I have.
I think you can make a pie out of anything. Can you make a pie out of meat, Greg? I'm sorry, just forget it. I like this whipped cream right here. That's like probably my favorite. Look at all this. Old.
Well, it's good. The way he's acting.
That's crazy. I don't need that, but I want it. This is amazing. This is banana pudding pie. Alright, I really don't need this on a diet. Oh my gosh. I've ruined my diet. It might be better than a barbecue. Maybe not. No, maybe so. I don't know. It's really good. Pie was like $9, but like I think that's what we paid. Where was we at? Was it with the pickleball courts? Oh my goodness! It was a video. I filmed it, and we thought it was barbecue with a burger. Yeah. And they had pies. That was like $9, but they were like the worth the price of admission kind of things.
Yeah.
So pretty good. You know, everything, like I've said in this all videos, you know, pricey, but everything nowadays, you know, seems to be, but it's worth it. It's pretty good. I like that a lot. I keep eating it, actually. I need to get, okay, stop. Show it to Grandma, or she'll be back. I smoked daily, and I smelled the wood smell, and you see the wood right there. Wood smoke, that's good smelling. The crushed ice they use, look at that sweet tea. City Walk, and then you can't really see it, but the main chick that we seen, then there's like an oyster bar, but then over here you got Granny's Kitchen, and I never videoed that, but I've been there. Last time I went there was before I went to the Atlanta Braves game with a friend, but Granny, and I got those videos out, you gotta watch those, but Granny's Kitchen, I have to film there. It's got some pretty good breakfast over there. And was it Hickory?
Yeah.
But yeah, my grandma and them, it's funny, they love going over there. Granny loves going to Granny's. But yeah, like it's called CRANFORD Hospitality, so owned by the same people, owned by the same ones, just like when you go to, you know, Pigeon Forge, you got Big Daddy's Pizza and all those ones owned by the same. It's pretty cool. There's that wood, and they got TV and the cheer wine slushes. Look at the barbecue, the pig right there. Look, it says Hickory, North Carolina. That's pretty cool. All right, y'all. So that was CRANFORD Brothers pulled pork, smoked meats, beef brisket, scratch sides, chicken. There's cheer wine slush. That was what really astounded me. The highlight of my time. The banana pudding pie. Never heard of that before. I'm more of a fan of chopped barbecue than pulled pork, but the pulled pork was good with the vinegar, Eastern vinegar sauce, and then that smoky, fiery sauce. The Western was a little too sweet, and the pickle was definitely too sweet. I like me a good old sour pickle. Before I start or in this video, I do want to show you. I showed the Carl dads, the Hickory, the team, the baseball minor league, and they're going to be the Hickory goat carts, an alternate identity. I thought this was such a cool hat, and I have a sweatshirt that also is. I know sweatshirts in baseball, but it fit me better. So we actually went over there and bought some tickets. So stay tuned, subscribe for some videos upcoming of that, because I do barbecue adventures and I do all kinds of adventures. I like to go some minor league baseball, I like hockey, sports, all kinds of stuff. As you can see, the hockey, and then Hurricanes won yesterday, and thankfully Tennessee Vols won, and you see me in my Tennessee hat a lot. And then I got the Charles hat on today. They play at 4, so just excited for watch some of that. But guys, This was awesome. Cranford Brothers. When I think of Cranford, I think of, for some reason, Crange's McBasketball. Impractical Jokers. What Sal said. I don't know why. Talking about basketball. Anyways, this is a nice place. It was pretty big. I liked everything was themed with the Cranford Brothers. It had shirts and hats, but they only went up to 2X. And the hat had Cranford Brothers, but I didn't see like something that said North Carolina or where it's located. I want people to know that my barbecue's from the great state of North Carolina. Anyways, guys, I love going on these barbecue episodes, and I got some other Hickory videos. Check out the Jim and Nick's, the Hughes Q. I need to go back there and do a bigger video for Hughes Q. And I got tons of other places, guys, of barbecue episodes, but this was my latest barbecue episode, and yeah, I liked it. The brisket was really great, and the burnt ends was really good. So not only did we get pulled pork, we got brisket and burnt ends, and on the Amoroso roll. So some really original like ideas I wouldn't even think about. Banana pudding pie, cheerwine slushy. The sweet tea was good. It was sweet, nice people. And it was very cool. I had the wood smoke that, everywhere. So, yeah, I liked it. It was pretty good. What you think, Mom? You liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She liked the Amoroso roll, with the burnt ends and that cheese.
Yeah.
And those pork rinds. I think the pork rinds, and never tried them in ranch before. So I liked it. Pretty good. I'm not too big on bread, but it was good cheesy bread, but I prefer those pork rinds. And next time I'm definitely gonna have to try that burger, the brisket burger and stuff. So when you say next time and you plan on coming back to a place, what does that mean? That means you liked it, you enjoyed it. That means that you would enjoy it to come back again. And when you bring back your grandma, that really means you enjoyed it. And when you're like, hey, Granny, come with us. If I can get her out of Granny's kitchen. No, just kidding. She don't all the time go there. She's usually in her own kitchen eating. That's what she's doing, pinto beans and cornbread, and you know what I'm talking about. Hey, sorry. Anyways, guys, I might need to go on this city walk right here and walk past this train to work out all this barbecue I've been eating. But as always, that road may get bumpy, especially if you're like a goat on a Hickory goat cart. Get it? No, it's not a go-kart. It's a Hickory goat cart. Oh, man. But, as always, that's why you got to keep that belt on. Even though he don't look like he's got a belt on, does he? He's racing towards this Cranford Brothers barbecue, But, yeah, keep that belt on and subscribe because, like I said, what was I saying? I lost track. Oh, yeah, I remember. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Since we're near a train station over here, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but race over to the subscribe button. Keep that belt on so you can stay tuned for plenty of other videos and more barbecue videos as we race to see which one is the GOAT. Get it, the greatest of all time. Barbecue place in North Carolina. But you'll have to stay tuned to figure that out. So keep that belt on, subscribe, like, share, and as always, thank y'all. Love y'all. See y'all later.